Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new episode. In today's episode, we'll be focusing, at least in the beginning, to fix up this little village that we have over here. So that includes fixing the terrain behind the different buildings, since it's just like a big chunk taken out of it, and it does not look natural at all. So we're gonna want to build this entire place into a more natural habitat. So let's just get started with that. While we're watching me doing some terraforming, I want to use this time to talk about what I've been working on for these past days. I've started planning out a big build that I'll try to build up here in this town, and it'll be like an entrance to the mountain kind of, with some more details. But you guys have to wait to see that built up and finished, since that will be like a big project. So we'll be focusing on some different things before that, but I'll let you enjoy the rest of the time lapse. Okay, we just finished building all the terrain, and I personally think that it looks pretty good, considering I haven't done that much terraforming, and I think this one looks the best out of them. I might do a few modifications here, and I'm not completely settled on this yet. I might change things up a little, because now it's really just lines in a grey wall, so I need to do some changes here, but I haven't done it yet. Also, I just placed a lot of green grass here off camera, as you might have seen. Or I didn't. I did this off camera, but yeah, okay. So I've also got myself an enchanted iron shovel here, and the reason behind that is that I kind of want to connect all these builds together now, so we can have like a more nice feeling here. Then there's a bunch of torches. Maybe we can actually have some lampposts to light up the place. And the reason I got this shovel is because it'll be easier to not destroy all the grass here, because if I try to just remove the snow, I'll end up just removing a lot of grass. So I think it's better to just try to take out of this. I'll of course remove some of this, but it is how it is. So I'll just try to make these paths here, and I'll get right back at ya. And there we go. Now I've finished up this entire path. And I am pretty... Okay, I haven't removed these torches because I want to keep the lighting as it is, just for now. So I don't have to redo that, since now there's nothing spawning here. But one thing that I want to do with this circle that we have here now is we're eventually gonna take like one big chunk out of here and make it like a floating island, perhaps. We'll see how it turns out. One thing I also want to do, since this thing is gonna get filled with snow and stuff, but I think if we make snow layers that's more than one around this entire thing, it'll look like I've been shoveling away snow from this main path. Just kind of that's how I want this entire path to look. Just so it's been like shoveled away, and I'll maybe add like snow beneath here. I think it will look pretty nice. So we'll do that all the way around here, but I also want to talk about what we should have in here. So in here, I want to create like a small little park. Oh, speaking as it is, it's starting snowing. Well, it is how it is. I also want to make like a big fountain that will have like a small little floating island. Nothing big in particular, but it will have like a small little tree. I've designed this in my creative world, and I will build it so you... Or first off, I'm going everywhere, but I'm gonna take snow around this entire path first, and I'll show you how it turns out. One thing I realized while spamming all of these snow layers around this thing is that the lighting I have, like it's in some spot it just smelts the snow. Like here it was pretty resistant, but like over here it just always smelted this, like every single time. And I think I'm just gonna deal with this when this entire build is done. Fill it with snow, maybe like add snow blocks where the thin layers of plate level are. But okay, then I can just start with the next thing that I was going to, which is the little fountain that's going to be right over here. So I have a layout in my head, which is going to be 7 blocks wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it'll go out 3 blocks, 1 block, and then 3 blocks, and then another. I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we now got the outside layer done, and this is just like completely around the entire thing. So inside here, there's going to be cobblestone and some cobblestone stairs. Just to make everything easier, I think I'll just remove all the grass and actually fill it with cobblestone, just to make things easier for me. Okay, I decided to just fill the middle part with cobblestone, so it'll be easier to see what I'm actually building around here. So, what we want is, I'm just gonna start with everything in cobblestone, and then put mossy where I feel like it's needed. So, we'll begin with 2 stairs right here, slab, slab, and then another slab. No, actually, upside stair, there we go. And then we want to just go stair, stair, there, and here. And up from here, we want to build it like this. So I'm gonna continue this all the way around. Okay, I've now finished the whole fountain area outside. So we can basically just remove all of these mud bricks. Now, the thing we need to do now, after I've removed all of these, it shouldn't take that long. There you go. The next thing we have to do is actually fill this entire thing with water. So I'll just do that really quick, and okay, there we go. I now filled up in this entire little thing with water. But the thing you can see right here, we need to... we can't just have a bunch of ice in here. So the thing we need to do is place slabs everywhere here. Now, for the middle, which was right here, yeah. We want to build up right here and let the water go down. And then we're gonna have the floating island right up there. So let's get building. Okay, I just finished the tree and the fountain, and I am pretty happy about the results actually. I might do a few changes to make the leaves a little more natural, but as you probably saw in the little time lapse I made, I I did not like the first tree, so I just completely remade it. But yeah, uh, this however needs a little more detail, maybe some moss blocks and stuff like that to change it a bit up. So let me just do that. There we go. Now that we got this done, I kinda want to make like a small little pathway around the entire thing and make this into like a park. Okay, we have one road done. And we'll probably have like a small little pathway going this way. People from the shopping place are probably gonna go here. Have a small one from the blacksmith area. And a small one cutting through here. Okay, next thing I've landed on is that I want to build like a small little hedge around this entire park. And have like a small little entrance for all of these little openings. So let's try to just assign one opening really quickly. Oh, not see that coming. So let's remove this. Have maybe that there and that there. Then something like this. And then we take acelia leaves and with and without flowers. And we just stretch it along here. I think that will look pretty good. So you'll just have to see it when it's done. I just finished building all of the different hedges and entrances, and I am really happy about how everything turned out. Yeah, I might change that a little, but it is how it is. I maybe do a few tweaks off camera, but this is how all of it looks, and I really like that it's like different entrances on each side, and I can't just wait to build more on this. So next thing I'm going to add are like lamp posts. We can have a better lighting than all of random torches spammed around. And another thing I want to add is like trees. We can have small little trees in here. And I want to do something for the beacon. I don't know what to do yet, but we'll probably find out something together. And we can probably add like benches and other props like that. So I'll just think a little and I'll get right back at you. Okay, I've now figured out, or I think I have, found out some plans to what to do to this place. So I've now got a bunch of slabs in my inventory and I want to try to we can at least try first over here. I kind of want to create like flower beds. So you can just put a bunch of flowers in here. And I think, at least in my head, that it will look pretty good. That just remains to see. So if we do it like this, and we grab like, let's say, poppies and cornflowers. And we try to spam like, maybe like a layer of roses like that. And maybe, oh no, that was maybe a little too much. Like, I haven't done anything close to this before. I haven't really decorated that much with flowers, so to be honest, I don't know what I'm doing, but you just figure things out as we go. Wait, if we replace that one. You guys will just have to say if this looks messy or not in the comment section, and I might redo things since I kind of like it. Same time, I am a little unsure. Okay, so what should we do for this section? I'll try to just do the same thing. Okay, now we have this cobblestone done. Now let's try to add some flowers. Okay, let's try some oxidized daisies. Do kind of like that look. Try with some alliums in the back. Let's try with some cornflowers behind here again. Oh, I don't have enough. Take you out, you out. Oh, let's not do that. Okay. And let's finish up with some roses. Okay, now we have two really big flower beds. So let's try to make this area now. Or actually, we have one more spot to fill. Here we go. I also gotta remember to light up all these areas because we don't want mobs to, or zombies especially, to kill our precious villagers. Maybe if we add like a few little rose bushes there and here. Let's have a completely red one. There you go. Okay, now for this main section, I still want to have some cobble, but to make it a little wider. Still want some cobble along the path, and then we can rather make like a small little entrance. So we go like this, maybe like about something. We'll have like, kind of like we did for the entrance points outside. Do something like this. A stair and a stair. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, now I want to move this entire beacon to like over here or something, and we can make this like into like a flower bed as well. Okay, so I forgot to press record, which I realized a little later, but I built this little thing. Actually, I don't like having these here. I'm gonna remove those, and I think that actually looks pretty good for the beacon location. I might add like painted glass so we can change the color of the entire light. And I basically want to create like a small little area where you can actually chill. Like have like a bench or something. And some lampposts. And I also wanted to try the azalea trees. So maybe we have like a one here. And maybe like another one right here. Okay, I might trim them a little bit, but I'll probably do that off camera. Because they was a little big. I thought it was gonna be a way smaller. Yeah, I'm gonna do that off camera. And actually, let's have another one right here. Oh, that was a weird... Okay, I'll have those right there. I think that can create like a cozy little area. I need to find spruce. And we'll have like a small little bench right there. Yeah, so now for the lamppost design that I had in mind. I want to try to create as good as I can. I think it was going up like 3. And then we're gonna have a slab. And then we go like this and this. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I'll have a few of those around to light up this entire place. There we go. Okay, I think this looks pretty good. I'm actually really happy about how everything here turned out. Okay, I might do a few changes here. I just don't know what to do here yet, so I'll figure that out. But okay, I think that was it for today's episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to leave a like, and if you want to see more, feel free to subscribe as well. So I'll see you in the next one, so bye bye!